Go Parlay King Sports. Man, what a great fight last night, man. Usyk, AJ 2. It was a great fight. I just wish that our prediction would have came through. I had Usyk by KO, and it didn't come through. It went the whole 12 rounds. And I want to talk about AJ, man, like acting a fool after the fight and shit. You know what I'm saying? Acting a fucking fool. And I'm like, dude, you didn't put it all on the line last night, man. You looked it better than the first fight. Don't get me wrong. You looked it better than the first time around, but you did not put it on the line. The ninth round, the 10th round, you was supposed to put it all on the line. Like, man, all on the line. You're supposed to let it all out there, man. And you didn't put it all out there. In the 10th round, you let motherfucking Usyk get the 10th, the 11th, and the motherfucking 12th round. So you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, AJ. Nobody but yourself, bro. Right. And I don't understand your team thinking that y'all can win on the scorecards, man. Like what the I mean, y'all got to be some of the stupidest motherfucking trainers of all times. Like, man, you know AJ can't win on the scorecards. Why the fuck y'all trying to go 12? Why was AJ trying to go 12? Like, bro, you trying to go 12. You're not even trying to get this shit up out of here. Man, AJ is a sorry, big, built up, bulked up motherfucking guy. He need to go in motherfucking bodybuilding, man. Boxing ain't for your sport, man. Boxing ain't your sport, man. That's not your sport and shit. You need to go do something else. You need to do something else because you're gonna keep taking losses. You're gonna keep taking losses. I don't care who you go fight. You're gonna take a loss. Like you can't be Wilder. You know what I'm saying? You can't be Usyk. You can't be Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck can you be, man? Like who can you be at the heavyweight division and shit? Lost to two times to Usyk, and you steady keep trying to go to the scorecards on Usyk, and you won. One judge gave you the fight. The other two judges mouthed you out. AJ need to stop. Like I said, he ain't let that shit. He ain't put all that shit on the line yesterday, man. He ain't put it on the line because he ain't want to get knocked out and shit. But it was supposed to for AJ to win. His only path to victory was a KO, and he did not. He ain't put it on the line, man. Like he was supposed to put pressure on Usyk from the first round. I'm talking about ridiculous pressure. He came out boxing and shit. AJ didn't want to get knocked out. He ain't want to go out on his shield. He was supposed to go out on his shield, bro. He was supposed to go out on the shield. He ain't go out on the shield. Man, that shit you did after the fight, man, that was some bullshit. Like I totally lost hella motherfucking respect for Usyk. For AJ for that shit, bro. And the UK fans sitting here talking about AJ could win on points. Motherfucker, AJ can't win on no goddamn points. If he could win on points in the UK, And that's where he from, the motherfucking UK. He couldn't win on points in the UK. What makes you think he can win on points in motherfucking in Saudi Arabia and shit? Like, come on, man. Like, whoever said AJ gonna win on points, you's a dumbass. Like, you was a dumbass if you thought AJ can win on points. You was a stupid motherfucker. AJ was supposed to go out there, guns blazing. He was supposed to empty the tank out in the first six motherfucking rounds. That fight shouldn't have went 12. It shouldn't have went 12. It should have been like AJ should have been like, look, I'm throwing it all out there early and just live with the results. And you didn't do that. You came out better, you know what I'm saying, in this fight. You did better than the first fight. That's the only thing I can say. Like, you did a little bit better than the first time around. But you and your team thinking that, oh, if we go to the scorecards, it's all good. I can win. Like, bruh, like that right there lets me know, like, y'all some slow motherfuckers. Because if you really thought that you could win on the scorecards, like, you really think you gonna win on the scorecards? Like, I knew you. I'm like, I knew once it went 12, I knew AJ was gonna lose. I'm like, bro, he want to go 12. He content with going 12 and shit. Just like what he said in the fighting meeting before the fight. He was talking about, I'm preparing myself for a 12-round war and shit. Like, nah, that was the wrong motherfucking answer. You was supposed to say, nah, this fight ain't going past 7 motherfucking rounds. That's what he should have said. Like, man, this fight ain't going past 7 rounds, bruh. I'm dumping it all out there in the first 6 rounds. I'm dumping it all out there. Like, either I'm gonna get bedded or I'm gonna knock out motherfucking Usyk. And AJ didn't do that shit. He ain't do that shit, man. I don't know what the fuck his team thinking that if we go 12, we can win on the scorecards. No, the fuck you ain't gonna win on the scorecard, you stupid motherfuckers. Y'all was supposed to go for that shit early, bruh. The first 6 rounds, you were supposed to empty out the motherfucking gas tank in the first 6 rounds. If you got knocked out, fuck it. You went out on your shield. Like, you know what I'm saying? You went out trying to knock Usyk ass out, but you didn't do that. And then for you to do that shit at the end of the fight, man, fuck you, AJ, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got more losses coming, motherfucker. You got more losses coming. This just the beginning of the end of your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? The beginning, end holder, motherfucker. Usyk came up in the UK and took your goddamn belts. Then he came back and smacked you up again in Saudi Arabia. AJ love taking L's and shit. You love taking L's, motherfucker. You weren't supposed to let that shit go 12. You was not supposed to let that fight go 12, AJ. That's all on you, bruh. I told you, I told you he was gonna get up there and start crying and shit. Like, oh, when you lose, like, oh man, I'm crying and shit. I'm grown ass man, I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? Heavyweight, former, former heavyweight champion, motherfucker. You will never be a title holder in the heavyweight division. Got your ass out the way. No more AJ. All right, no more AJ title holder. It's a wrap. You won't never hold them titles again. You know what I'm saying? It's the Usyk takeover. That's what the fuck this shit is. It's the Usyk takeover. And I told you, Tyson Fury still talking shit, talking about, oh, it's gonna cost and all that shit. You still talking shit, motherfucker. I told you he's a fucking female. He wants some motherfucking attention, shit. Oh, I'm retired. Oh, no, I ain't retired. Oh, I'm retired. Oh, I ain't retired. Oh, I'm retired now and shit. No, I ain't retired. I'll come out of retirement to fight Usyk. Man, you don't know what the fuck you want to do, Tyson Fury. For real, I don't even. You don't want that work for real, Tyson. You don't want that shit. You don't want that work. You don't want that work. And Usyk said he ain't fight nobody but motherfucking Tyson Fury. Like, bro, I got all the goddamn belts. I got all the belts in the heavyweight division except for motherfucking the WBC. And goddamn it, Tyson Fury, what the fuck you gonna do? Truthfully, Tyson Fury all talk until I see some motherfucking real action. Some real action. I don't want to hear shit from Tyson Fury unless he talking about accepting that fight. Like that's the only thing I want to hear from Tyson Fury. Like, look, I'm accepting a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing I want to hear. If he ain't saying that, fuck you, Tyson Fury. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I said there was a new sheriff in town, and his name was Usyk. New sheriff in town in the heavyweight division. AJ gonna have to go back to the bottom. I told you Robert Garcia always lose the big fights. I told you. I told you. I said Robert Garcia gonna lose this fight. He ain't never won the big fights. Never. He take that L too. The whole team took a L last night. You took a fat ass L last night. You took a fat L last night, man. I went 3-1 in baseball yesterday, man. The motherfucking New York Yankees, man, they is fucking pathetic, bro. I think the motherfucking Yankees didn't they didn't gave up on they stopped playing for the coach and shit. They didn't gave up, man. The motherfucking Yankees done gave up. They done tapped out. They done tapped out, man. It's over with, man. It's over with for the motherfucking Yankees, bro. Like it's a wrap. I won't never put them on another motherfucking parlay again and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, never put them on a parlay again. Fuck the Yankees. The Yankees through. At first, I thought they were just going through a little small funk and shit. Nah, this shit, motherfucking, this some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this some. We stopped playing for the coach type shit. Like this, that's what we on right now. Like these players, they done stop playing for the coach. Like they ain't even putting their all out there and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucking players they don't even want to win. They don't want to win, bro. Like that's what they showing me right now. Like the Yankees are they letting they stop playing for Boone, man. The Yankees stop playing for dude, man. Like they don't want they done with Boone. You know what I'm saying? Like they done with him. So they stopped playing for him. You know, no fight, none of that shit from the Yankees, man. It's over with. You put a fork in the motherfuckers. Put a fork in the Yankees. It's over. You know, I thought I had a little faith in them. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the season, by All-Star break, I had a little faith in them, but now it's over. Right? It's completely over for the Yankees. It's over. And the first person that's gonna get fired is the coach. He got to go. He got to go, man. You gotta go. because the players are not responding to what you're saying. They tuning you out. They don't give a fuck what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? The Yankees should have never brought you back. Right? They should have never brought you back, man. I knew last year you wasn't the coach. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't the coach for that team, man. You ain't no championship type coach. I don't even know why you even brought Boone back to motherfucking coach the Yankees, because you ain't no championship coach. You a lame duck coach. That's what Aaron Boone is. Aaron Boone is a lame duck coach. Lame duck. And I don't know. I don't know why. I'm talking about baseball. I ain't talking about no girl sport. I'm talking about Major League Baseball. We already talked about AJ. AJ getting his ass whooped last night. AJ didn't put it on the line last night. He ain't put it on the line. You know, he wanted. He was content with going 12 rounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't put that shit on the line like he said he was gonna do. You know, he let that shit go to the 12th round. He wasn't supposed to let it go to the 12th round. He was supposed to let it all go out. And he ain't let it all go out last night. And then for him to motherfucking go out the ring if somebody says something, and then he gonna run back into the ring and say some bullshit. Like, man, AJ, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. You had plenty of opportunities, man, to motherfucking finish that goddamn fight, man. You weren't supposed to let that fight go 12 rounds, man. You were supposed to let it all out on the line. You were supposed to go out on your shield, and you did not go out on your shield. You did not go out on your shield. You let that shit go 12 rounds, and you lost again. And I don't even understand. All right, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It is what it is. But I'm just telling you that your boy AJ took that loss. He took that L. Everybody in the UK took an L last night. If you a AJ fan, you took an L last night. AJ didn't want to go out on his shield last night. He was scared. He was scared, man. Like, and for you and your team to think like, oh, if we go to the 12th round, if we go to the scorecards, I can win on the scorecards. You stupid, man, because you couldn't win when you was in the UK. When you was in the UK and you went to the scorecards, you saw what the scorecard said. You ain't win. None of the judges gave you that fight in the UK. And for you to go back to the scorecards again, that's on you, bro. You could put that loss on you. You let that shit go 12 rounds. Yeah, he should have went all out, man. He should have went all out in the first 6 rounds. Like, you wasn't even supposed to let that shit go to the seventh and the eighth and the ninth and the 10th. That shit shouldn't have went that goddamn far. You should go beat Fury. You should go beat Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury just talking right now, man. Like, he talking. He gonna stay in retirement. His ass ain't coming out of retirement, man. Fury ain't coming out of retirement. Like, he just talking. He talking shit. That's all he doing is talking. He ain't coming out. Fury gonna stay in retirement. He don't want that Usyk work. Usyk is all bad for Tyson Fury and shit. All bad. Taller guy in the ring. You think AJ was gas, man. Tyson Fury really gonna be gas. 6'9". He gonna be tired as fuck trying to chase Usyk around the ring and shit. I'm telling you, it's a new sheriff in town, man. His name is Alexander Usyk, bro. New sheriff in town. AJ would never have the belts again. He'll never be a belt holder ever again. It's a wrap. Wrap it. You can book that. AJ would never have the titles again, ever. He was supposed to let it all on. He was supposed to let it go, man. AJ did not let that shit go. He didn't put it on the line. He was supposed to be like, look, either I'm gonna get knocked out or I'm gonna knock out Usyk in the first six motherfucking rounds. Like I'm letting it all out. I'm gonna throw the whole tank out there early. And he ain't do that shit. Then he had a chance to. He really had a chance to stop motherfucking Usyk. He had a chance to stop Usyk in the 10th round, and he came out in the 10th round and he was on some passive shit. Like he was on some passive shit. Man, Tyson Fury, I'm telling you, bro, Tyson Fury done. Tyson Fury better stay in retirement. Right? He better stay in retirement for real. Right? He better stay his ass in retirement. He gonna lose. He can't beat no Usyk, bro. Can't beat no Usyk, man. He can't beat Usyk. It's a new sheriff in town, man. You know what I'm saying? New sheriff in town. His name Usyk. You might also get used to it, bro. Get used to it. The Wilder about to fight Robert Hellenius. That's gonna be a good fight. Robbie Lane is coming off a win. He just knocked out Karnowski. He did Karnowski bad. I knew Karnowski wasn't gonna be no belt holder. Like he ain't got no defense. His face is his defense, and he don't move his motherfucking head. He's slow as hell. Like I don't know who the fuck told him to go into boxing. Like man, why would you want to go into boxing? You can't move your head. None of that shit. You easy lick for a KO. You get in the ring with somebody like you let Robbie Valerian stop you. The Wilder gonna stop Robbie Hellenius, but it's gonna be a hard fight. I think that might go 12. That might go 12. AJ can't beat Wilder. That'll be a good fight for Wilder to come. You know what I'm saying? Go to the UK for. Go to the UK and fight AJ. But I think Wilder stretch AJ. I think Wilder would stretch AJ, man. I think it's over with for AJ. As far as being a belt holder, I think it's over. He gonna be a gatekeeper now. That's what AJ is a gatekeeper. If you could beat AJ, you ready for the you know what I'm saying the top heavyweights in the world. That's what AJ gonna be on now. That's his level now. You're a gatekeeper. You're a gatekeeper now. No more title fights for you. Like you were supposed to go out on your shield on the first. Right. AJ was supposed to go out on his shield, man. First 6 rounds, he was supposed to let it all out. I'm talking about either you gonna get knocked out or you gonna knock out Usyk. Like you were supposed to go out like that. You didn't go out on your shield, or you were scared to go out on your shield. He was scared to go out on the shield. Yeah, the fight to sell out. Yeah, Wilder and Wilder versus AJ. Hell yeah, that's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out, but AJ will lose because I don't think he can't beat no Wilder. Like man, that right hand gonna connect. That shit gonna connect on AJ. He don't move his head and shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't move his head. And Wilder was stretching. Wilder was stretching, bro. Like if I'm Eddie Hearn, I'm keeping AJ away from motherfucking Wilder. Like, nah, we gonna stay away from Wilder. Wilder fuck around and put us in retirement for real. Like, but himself. Uh, don't be mad at motherfucking Usyk. He did his job. You know what I'm saying? Usyk did what he was supposed to do. You was the one supposed to come in here and let it all out. You was supposed to let it all out. You was supposed to be like, look, I'm gonna get knocked out, or he gonna get knocked out within the first 6 rounds. What? I'm letting the whole tank go in the first within the first 6 rounds. I'm letting it all go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see. If I was AJ, I'm like, look, I ain't even trying to see the seventh and the eighth and the ninth round. Like, I ain't even trying to see that shit. I'm going for the knockout early. And once I saw the first round, I knew AJ was gonna lose. I'm like, bro, he doing the same shit that he did in the first motherfucking fight. The only thing difference that he did in this fight that he didn't do in the first fight is that he went to the body more. Like, he put in hella body work in this fight, and I give him respect for that. But for a fighter like Usyk, Wilder versus Joe Joyce, AJ Dubois, yeah, Dale Boy White, yeah, you right. That's some. Yeah, I think Dale Boy. I think he needs to retire though, man. I think it's over with for him, man. I think Chisora, I think it's over with for him. I think he should retire. Joe Joyce and Parker, them, they still got work. They still got life in them. As a matter of fact, Joe Joyce and Parker about to fight each other. Daniel the Bulls, I don't know about him, man. I mean, he an up and coming heavyweight, but I don't know. I don't think he ready for the big dogs yet. Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he ready. Ain't none of them ready for no Usyk. So you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't none of those guys ready for Usyk. So if I'm Usyk, I'm just gonna sit back. If Tyson Fury gonna stay retired, cool. So the WBC gonna probably have the number one and the number two fight for that belt, and whoever win that belt gotta fight Usyk immediately. Like the next motherfucking fight, you gotta fight Usyk. Like whoever win that belt, going straight to Usyk. Right. So we probably won't see Usyk back in the ring to about sometime next year. Right. Sometime next year once they figure out who gonna get that WBC belt. It should go to they should go in the rankings and it should be number one versus number two in the WBC. Whoever number one, number two is, it should be them two fighting for the belt. And then whoever win that fight Usyk. Man, this boxing IQ on a whole nother motherfucking level, man. Like you talking about fighting the dude that had over 300 amateur fights at cruiserweight. I mean, undisputed at cruiserweight, had all the belts at cruiserweight. And when I first got hip to Usyk is when he was in the Super Six. I didn't know who the fuck Usyk was until he won the Super Six, and I was like, damn, who is dude? Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Dude, Usyk from the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Like, he from the Ukraine. He got over 300 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. So I started watching his career and shit. Once he won the Super Six, I was really a Usyk fan. That's when I turned into a Usyk fan when he won the Super Six. I was like, oh yeah, I'm riding with Usyk all the way through. And then once I heard that he wanted to go to heavyweight, I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's serious? Man, he was serious in the motherfucker. Man, he was targeting AJ. He said he's been studying AJ for 10 years. Like, I've been studying AJ for 10 years. 10 years because they knew AJ ain't had that dog in him, man. I keep trying to tell people, I'm like, man, if AJ had that killer instinct in him, like that Mike Tyson killer instinct type shit, man, he would have stayed down there at cruiserweight, man. Usyk would have stayed at cruiserweight. He would have never came up to heavyweight. but he saw the kinks. He saw he saw that AJ ain't had that shit in him, man. He saw it. He like, man, AJ ain't got that killer instinct in him, man. Yeah, his footwork is off the chains, man. Like a, a, a heavyweight that can move around like a middleweight. Usyk just some he just some different shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's some different shit, but you gotta respect it though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect it. It's a new sheriff in town, man. AJ wasn't supposed to have them motherfucking belts. He wasn't supposed to have them belts, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, AJ need to, for real. If I was AJ, if I was his manager, I would tell AJ he should retire from boxing and go into bodybuilding. That's what AJ should do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Retire from boxing and go into bodybuilding. Go do it. Go do that Mr. Olympia. You know what I'm saying? Strongest man contest. Yeah, you need to get off into that shit. That's what AJ need to do. He need to go to California to Venice Beach, lift weights and shit. You know what I'm saying? And do that shit for the rest of your life. Cause this boxing shit, this ain't for you, man. This boxing shit ain't for you, man. And I don't see nobody else that you can put AJ in there with that you could be literally be like, oh, he can beat this guy. Yeah, man. First of all, when you lost to Andy Louise, I lost all respect for AJ. I'm like, man, you can't lose to no motherfucking Andy Louise. You can't lose to him. Now watch Luis Ortiz about to fight Andy Louise and watch Luis Ortiz stretch. He gonna stretch motherfucking Andy Louise. He gonna stretch him out. And Louise can't beat no motherfucking Luis Ortiz. That's a bad matchup for him. But he chose it, and you know, I'm taking Ortiz in that fight over Andy Louise. But AJ just need to, like I said, go into bodybuilding, man. Go bodybuild. Boxing ain't for you. Connor Ben, Eubanks. Oh, I got Connor Ben all day. The only thing, the only thing I see with Eubanks is he just got size. That's all Eubanks got is size. He ain't got no skills. Like when you talk about skills, boxing IQ, nah, he ain't got that. He ain't got that. He ain't got that. I saw him get beat down badly by George Groves. Remember George Groves did him bad? Then Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders unanimous decisioning. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no skills. Like he got the size, but he ain't got no skills with that shit. You know what I'm saying? No skills with that size. Hey man, I've been watching Conor Ben for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Conor Ben for a long time, and he gonna be a problem at 147. He gonna be a problem. See, he took this fight because he couldn't get no, you know what I'm saying, the big names at 147. He want the Earl Spencers, he want the Ortiz, he want that smoke, but you know, them guys at 47, they look at Conor Ben as high risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying? Like they won't get a major payday. So he jumping up fighting Chris Eubanks, which I think is a great idea for real. Like, The size, that's the only thing he got is size, man. He ain't got no skills. Conor Ben got skills. I look for Conor Ben to win that fight. I think if he come out with a good game plan and keep that pressure on motherfucking keep I think he could stop Eubanks. If he put that pressure, if he put that pressure on motherfucking if Conor put that pressure on Eubanks for the whole 12 rounds, I think he can stop him. Because Conor Ben is the truth. Oh, it's already sold out in the UK. Like it's already sold out. I know it's doing numbers. Like, man, it's sold out. Like that fight sold out. Sold out in one day. I didn't even know that was a big fight in the UK until I saw it sold out. I was like, damn, it's sold out. That fight sold out in one day, man. One day. So that's a huge fight in the UK. And it's on pay-per-view. Like it's sold out and it's on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? That's the pay-per-view for the UK fans. You know what I'm saying? UK fans, that's for y'all. But I like Conor Ben though. It's sold out, so they gonna do dumb numbers. They gonna do dumb numbers. They about to get paid. Conor Ben and Eubanks, they about to get paid. Like that's what they about to do. They about to get paid. But I like Conor Ben though. You know what I'm saying? Them young lions, they want all the smoke, but you know, I don't think Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. I don't think we gonna get that fight this year. I don't think they gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Because here he is in August, and we still ain't heard nothing about that fight. So you know, I don't think they gonna fight, man. I think somebody, I think somebody's scared. I don't know who it is because in order for two boxers to get in the ring, they both gotta want it. So I think somebody don't want that shit. It could be Crawford don't want it, or it could be Spence that don't want it. Somebody don't want it. Man, Eddie Hearn get all his fighters paid. If I was a boxer, that's who I would want as my that's who I would want as my promoter and shit. Eddie Hearn get all his boxers get paid. That's one thing I can say. Like, man, you fuck with Eddie Hearn, you gonna get a bag. If you a boxer, you gonna get a bag. Like he gonna get you a bag. If you know what I'm saying. If you come over there fucking with him, especially if you in the right division, he ain't got his stall at 147. He ain't got nothing at 147. But if you talking about 68, 75, cruiserweight, light heavy, heavyweight, man, he got work for you. Yeah, politics, man. Hell yeah. Politics stopping a whole lot of shit. But they saying the reason why we won't get the Crawford and the Spence fight is because ain't no money behind that shit. Ain't no money behind it. Right. That's why we ain't gonna get that fight. Ain't no money behind it, man. There's no money behind it. They feel that they ain't gonna make no money off that fight. It's gonna be a great matchup, but they feel that they ain't gonna make no money off the fight. So that's why that fight ain't gonna happen. And they ain't gonna make no money off of it. And one of those boxers don't want it. Yeah, ain't no money. I'm talking about as far as the Crawford fight. Like, ain't no money in it. As far as like if they announce it, it ain't gonna be sold out in 2 days, like Conor Ben and Eubanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be a massive fight to diehard boxing fans, but the casual boxing fan, they ain't gonna buy that shit. They ain't gonna buy it because the Crawford ain't got no personality, and Errol Spence ain't got no goddamn personality. They just some basic. They some basic talking guys. They don't talk. They ain't got no rah rah when they talk and shit. Like they don't talk no type of smack or nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they don't talk no smack like Adrian Broner. Like that's how Adrian Broner do. That's why every time when he fight, he do numbers because people tune in to watch Adrian Broner because he got a personality. He always talking shit. So you will tune in for that. And Terrence Crawford and Spence, they sit there and look at each other like, yeah, I want to. This is what they'll both say. Oh, I want to win because I'm the best fighter in the world, and that's it. Like then you ain't got no type of charisma, no type of man. I'm a killer. I'm about to go up in here and knock your head off, and man, ain't gonna be no trash talking, none of that. So that fight won't sell because Terrence Crawford can't sell shit. Like you know what I'm saying, they're spending these fights, for pay per view and stuff like that. But the promoters feel that they ain't gonna make no money. That's why they ain't announced that shit, man. You got to look at it, man. Boxing is about making money. If the promoters can't make no money off the fight, then it ain't gonna be no fight. There ain't gonna be no fight. Promoters can't get no money off that shit. So we won't get to see Spence versus Crawford. I don't think we're gonna see it. We ain't gonna see it because, like I said, we in August. It's about to be September. Like we ain't gonna get that fight, so they might as well just go ahead and move on, man. Go fight somebody else. Shit. Terrence Crawford should go fight uh, Ortiz. That's what he should. That's what Terrence Crawford should go fight. Crawford, and then Spencer should go fight. He should get Boots. He should get Boots a shot at the title. That's what should happen. It should be Terrence Crawford versus Ortiz, and then Boots versus Errol Spence. Yeah, that should be the fight right there. Like they should do that shit because Ortiz want that smoke. He want it. I don't think he ready. Right. I don't think he ready, but he want it. He said he want it. You know what I'm saying? He said he want that smoke with Crawford. You know, so I wouldn't put him out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's ready. I think Terrence Crawford would do Ortiz bad, man. I think he would stop Ortiz because Ortiz need more tools in his belt in his more tools in his belt if he just think he just gonna pull down on Crawford with his hand up and try to walk through him and nah, that's not gonna happen, man. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. But Crawford slapped him all the way around the ring and shit. So, I don't think that fight gonna happen. Any news on Don King pairing up? Hell no, Don King ain't paid shit. Don King ain't paid shit, bro. And I don't even know why he ain't pay that dude either, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don King, he always a shady motherfucker, man. Mike Tyson had to sue him to get his money and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sue Don King to get your money. Like, that's what he doing. Daniel DeBose suing him and shit. Like, he was suing. If I would never deal with no goddamn Don King. Too goddamn shady, man. Too shady, bro. I can't do business with a motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'll be doing business with Eddie Hearn if I was a boxer. I'll be like, look, you need to go fuck with the zone. The zone gonna get you that bag. You're gonna get all the fights. You're gonna stay on TV. Just like they do Canelo. And I don't think Canelo gonna run back up on Bivol on the rematch. I don't think he gonna do that shit. Like man, Canelo know, like man, I can't beat Bivol. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just can't beat him. Like, dude bigger, he bigger, more faster, more accurate. He ain't running. He don't run out of gas. None of that shit. Like Bivol, hey, on the for real, Bivol is the best 175 pounder in the division. He better than Better Biv, and Better Biv got 100% KO knockout ratio. Right. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Marshall and Shields. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. Female boxing. I always tune in when Clarissa Shields fights. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always locked in. Every time she fight, I'm locked in. She like that one chick in UFC that be knocking shit out. Uh what the fuck is her name? I think Amanda Soriano. I think that's her name and shit. But every time she fight, I be locked in because I know she about to bend some shit. I wish she was a boxer. I wish she was a boxer. Old girl from MMA because she got work, but she know how to work with the hands and her feet and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she a beast. She an all time great. Like Nunes, yeah, Nunes, yeah, Amanda Nunes, yeah. And every time she fight, I'll be tuned in because man, she got them hands. She got them hands for a broad. Like, man, you sit here talk all this shit, put shit away. She beat she made old girl go to WWE and shit. What's the white girl? What was the white girl that was tapping everybody out and shit with the arm bar? Damn, I forgot her name. Shit. What was her name? The shit that was tapping everybody out with the arm bar, and then Holly Holmes whooped her ass, and then she went to WWE and shit. No, she fought Amanda Nunes. Yeah, she fought Amanda Nunes and shit. She got her ass beat by her, and then that's when she went to that she in WWE now. Man, Nunes got dumb hands, man. I wish she was a boxer because I would love to see her versus Carissa Shields. You know, it's a couple matchups, but I think she too big for Carissa Shields, though. I think she bigger than her. But I would love to see that matchup because man, Nunes, man, she, you see how yeah, Rousey and shit, right? Yeah, she sent Rousey ass to motherfucking WWE and shit. Man, I still love that fight where Holly Holmes beat her ass and shit, man. I got mad respect for Holly Holmes, man, for her beating Rousey's ass because she was thinking like she was all that and shit, man. I was happy that Holly Holmes put that work in on her ass. You know what I'm saying? Put them hands on her. She ain't know what to do. She ain't know what to do. Holly Holmes was 1-2 in her motherfucking ass. Like, yeah, you don't know what to do with these hands. You know what I'm saying? You can't put that armbar on me, motherfucker. Let's go with these hands. She got her ass with no more. Yeah. Yeah, man. AJ ain't put it on the line. Excuse me. AJ didn't put it on the line last night. He was supposed to put it on the line. He ain't want to get knocked out. he ain't want to get knocked out. But then how you gonna get mad at the end of the fight though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't believe that he got mad like he thought he won the fight. Like, oh, I won the fight. Bro, you ain't win the fight. Who the fuck told you that? All right. Oh, football. Oh man, college football start Saturday. I ain't no soccer fan though, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no soccer fan. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no soccer fan in my life. You know, that's just not a sport over here in the United States that, you know, the states over here, like they like soccer over here. Don't get me wrong, they do like soccer over here, but like where the area that I grew up in, soccer wasn't like the sport. It was always football, basketball, you know what I'm saying, boxing, track and field, you know, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they do got soccer though. I just ain't a soccer fan. There's too many leagues, man. They got so many leagues in soccer now, like especially overseas in the UK. Man, y'all got all types of soccer over there in the UK. Like, soccer big over there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's big. Just like the NFL is big over here in the United States. Like, you know what I'm saying? When the NFL go on, it's like y'all soccer game. Like when a soccer game over in the UK come on overseas, like y'all be tuned in, locked in. That's the same thing we be in over here in the United States. Like when football come on, man. You know what I'm saying? United States be locked in. Rugby, yeah, boxing, football, and rugby. Yeah, rugby. Yeah, rugby. Hard body and shit. I like that shit though. Like I like anything hard body and shit. Like, I like that shit. I just can't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep up with soccer. It's just too many teams. It's too many teams. It's too many guys that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, follow and all that. It's just too much information, man. Too much for me. So I just stick with I'm a boxing fan, NBA, Major League Baseball, college football, uh, NFL, college basketball, and that's it. Those are my sports that I fucks with. This college football, man, it's going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? We 6 days away from college football. I got my parlays ready for college football, man. I'm just like, I can't wait, man. I've been waiting for college football for like 6 months, man. And we 6 days away. 6 days. So the next big fight is going to be Canelo Triple G3. I don't know who gonna win that shit. I know one thing. If Canelo, I was thinking this like, what if, what if Triple G beat Canelo? Or Triple G beat Canelo? Damn, like you know what I'm saying. I was thinking about this shit. Like, damn, maybe motherfucking Canelo might be washed up. We might be seeing the decline in Canelo if he lose this fight, man. Canelo lose this fight to Triple G. We might be seeing the end of the end of Canelo. It might be the end. Right. You know what I'm saying? Too many fights. Like, bro, you got over motherfucking 60 some motherfucking fights. It might be the end. Right. You lose to Triple G, that means you'll lose your belts too, because you got all your belts on the line. You got all your belts on the line. You lose to Triple G, man. I think he'll retire. I think Canelo will retire if he loses to Triple G. I really do think that. I don't even think it'll be a rematch. I think he'll retire. I'm gonna sprinkle. I'm gonna sprinkle a couple of dollars on Triple G, just in case he do get that shit off. I'm gonna put a little something on him. Nothing serious. But I'm gonna put something on him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Or I don't know. Triple G can go out there and knock out Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I'm gonna put something on Triple G just in case, right? But just in case you fuck around and do win, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna put some money in my pockets. Now I had Usyk by KO, and it didn't come through for me last night, so I lost on that and shit. But I won on the other one where I had Usyk just to win the fight. So it's bummer, man. I wish I'd have got paid off that, man. Like even though I had Usyk by KO, they still should have paid me. Just I had him win. Like that still had him to win, but that's not how the game go though. It's not how the game goes. But we got this baseball today, man. You know what I'm saying? We baseball heavy today. Like I said, we went 3-1 yesterday. New York Yankees, man. It's pathetic, man. Fucking pathetic. That's the only team that killed that was the team that killed my parlay. It was the Yankees and shit. Everything else was good. The goddamn Yankees. Fuck ass motherfuckers. But yeah, man, AJ didn't put it on the line last night. He was supposed to put it out there, man. He wasn't supposed to go 12. Like he wasn't supposed to, this game plan, like it should have been like I said, the first 6, 7 rounds. I'm letting it all out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming straight forward and I'm letting it all out there. You the bigger man, whatever the fuck you see throwing at you, you can absorb that shit. You know what I'm saying? You 244, 244 pounds, and you scared to go forward with this shit. You scared to go forward. You used to get here at 221. And you scared to go forward. That's why I said there's no way. And you bigger, like bro, you 6'6". You 6'3". You got 3 inches over him. And you 245. So whatever he throwing at you, you can absorb that shit, keep on moving, man. You I'm just saying, man, AJ, man, it's just all bad for him, man. Like I say, he just need to go do some bodybuilding and shit, man. Go do bodybuilding, bro. Like, that's what he need to go do. Go do bodybuilding and shit. Because there's no way in hell I could be 6'6", 245, and I'm gonna let somebody that's 6'3", 221. Like I got 20 pounds over you, damn near 25 pounds over you, and nah, man, hell nah, man. I'm overempowering you. Like I'm gonna pose my will on you. early. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming straight at you. I'm gonna be chest to chest. That's what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be chest to chest with Usyk all in his chest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just tearing his chest all up. You ain't even got to go for the head. Like, I wouldn't even go for the head. You was supposed to go for chest and body all night. I mean, I for the first 7 rounds, like, bro, I'm all in your shit. Right. I'm letting it all hang out. I'm emptying the gas tank. I ain't even trying to pace myself. I'm emptying the gas tank immediately. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't do that shit. And you let that shit go 12. And then you get mad because you lost on the scorecards, which you know you ain't gonna win if you go to the scorecards. Like that, that's what your trainers and them should have been telling your ass. Like, man, we ain't going to the scorecards. We finishing this shit in 7. Right. Either we gonna get knocked out or we gonna knock Usyk the fuck out. That's what should have happened. Right. And he didn't do that shit. So I don't want to hear that crying shit after the fight and shit. You crying at the motherfucking press conference and shit. Oh, I lost the fight and shit. Because fucking you ain't want that shit for real. You ain't want it. You ain't want that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect Wilder. Cause Wilder went out on his shield. You know what I'm saying? Wilder went out on his shield and shit. All right. He ain't go no goddamn scorecard. He like, either you gonna knock me out or I'm gonna get knocked out. That's the end. That's how it's going. Ain't no scorecards. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to the scorecards. All right. That's why Wilder get way more respect in defeat than motherfucking AJ. Like, bro, nah, bro. Hell nah. Nah. You ain't go out on your shield, not one, the first fight or the second fight. Like, nah, you was passive. You ain't want that shit. You ain't want to go through the fire. You ain't want to put it on the line. You was scared to put it on the line. You did not want to get knocked out. You did not want to get knocked out, man. You ain't want to get knocked out. I don't want to hear that crying shit after the fight. I don't want to hear it. You ain't put it on the line last night. Even Eddie Hearn said it after the fight. Like, the night after the ninth round, where you know what I'm saying, where you came close to stopping Usyk in the ninth, you were supposed to come out in the 10th round on some ultra aggressive shit. And you didn't even do that shit. You sat back on some passive shit. You let motherfucking Usyk come out and beat your ass from the 10th, 11th, and the 12th round and shit. He won all 3 of them motherfucking rounds. Championship rounds, all that shit. He was supposed to go, like I said, he was supposed to go out like how Wilder went out. Like, man, you was supposed to put it all on the line. And you did not put it on the line last night. You did not want to get knocked out. You ain't want it that much. You ain't want it. You ain't want that shit. That's why I said them $50 million paydays he getting. He gonna get like 60-some million for the rematch. Like 60 some million. You know what I'm saying? Like, AJ ain't want that shit, so I don't want to hear the crying shit. Like, you go back down to the bottom. You got to go fight all them young motherfuckers down there at the bottom again. Shit. You got to go fight the Dylan Whites again. You got to go see. You might have to see motherfucking Dylan White. You might have to see Daniel DeBoles. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to see. You gonna have to see all that shit down there at the bottom. That's what you're gonna have to go back down there too and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna fight no goddamn Wilder. Wilder gonna stretch you. If you fight Wilder, man, you definitely get knocked out. Like, man, Wilder coming to knock you out. You know what I'm saying? He will stretch you. I really believe Wilder stretch AJ. Cause AJ, man, it's crazy, man, that you that big and you soft for real. Like, you ain't got that dog in you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, That's what you need to change your profession, man. Go to bodybuilding and shit. Boxing ain't for you. You ain't got that dog. You need to have a dog and you got Chihuahua. AJ got Chihuahua in him and shit. Like, got that little Chihuahua dog and shit. Like, you ain't got no pit bull foaming at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Ready to eat through everything. If you put your finger through here, I'm gonna eat that motherfucker off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got that type dog, and you got that Chihuahua, the little dog that barely be barking and shit. Like, you could barely hear him bark, like, but he be barking, but you could barely hear him because he's so small. That's what AJ got in him. That small shit. The little dogs that those females walk around in their purses and shit. You know what I'm saying? The little dogs that can fit in the purse. The little dogs that can fit in the female's purse and shit. That's AJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the dog AJ got. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got that dog. You know what I'm saying? To stick his tongue out and shit. Yeah, you got him. You know, Usyk, it was that motherfucking pit bull that's foaming at the mouth and shit. Usyk was Kojo. You know what I'm saying? That vicious ass motherfucking dog that killed some shit. Like, that was Usyk. You was on that bodybuilding shit. Like, AJ is like it's like they built him. Like, you know what I'm saying? They built him into a boxer and shit. They turned a bodybuilder into a boxer. And he did that bullshit. I'm just sorry that he did that shit at the end of the fight. Like, man, if you had all that, you ain't had none of that smoke during the fight. All that fight you had after the fight, you ain't had none of that fight during the fight, motherfucker. Where was that? Where was that smoke at during the fight? Fuck after the fight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had none of that energy that you had when you jumped out that ring and shit, and somebody said something to you, whatever the fuck. You ain't had that smoke when Usyk was in the ring with your motherfucking ass. You weak, man. He weak as hell. When somebody say something to you outside the ring, oh, I got beef with a dude outside the ring and shit, man. You supposed to have that same smoke for Usyk, motherfucker. You ain't had that smoke for Usyk. You ain't had that smoke for Usyk. You know, that's pathetic. AJ pathetic. You gonna sit up here and get into a fight with somebody outside the ring instead of, you know what I'm saying, getting your belts back from Usyk. Pathetic, man. But it's over for AJ though. The end of AJ is now upon us, and it's over. Like nothing, there ain't nothing AJ can do, man. Like I said, he need to go into bodybuilding, bro. Go do bodybuilding, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's over. It's over with, man. They got the Ukraine Summer Festival today. Ah, they celebrated Ukraine Summer Festival today. Like, I wish AJ could see this shit. Like that, AJ love. They should. I know every time he see a Ukraine flag, all that shit, like Ray just gonna be thinking about you shit like that. You should beasted me 2 times. 2 times. Told you, you ain't got the wrong trainer. You ain't got the wrong trainer, man. You ain't put that shit on the line like you supposed to, man. You ain't put it on the line, AJ. You supposed to get knocked out for real. Like that's what you were supposed to do. Like you were supposed to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have got more respect. You'd have got more respect if you'd just gone ahead and got knocked out. Then you doing that shit after the fight. You know what I'm saying? You took two losses last night. You took a loss in the ring, and then you took another loss outside the motherfucking ring and shit. Like you took two motherfucking L's. Like you was supposed to get knocked out. Like you were supposed to, man. You ain't want to go for it, man. You ain't put on the line last night, AJ, man. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You was supposed to get stretched. You were supposed to let your whole gas tank go last night. I'm talking about go. How the fuck you let motherfucking Usyk get, man, he got 700 motherfucking punches off on you and shit. Like he threw 700 motherfucking times. Like, damn, 700 times. Your output was only 500. Right. 500 blows to his 700. Right. That right there tell me you ain't want it, like, man. How the fuck motherfucker out jabbed you, out everything you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't want that shit for real, bro. You ain't want that shit. And for him to be mad and crying shit, man, get the fuck out of here with that crying shit. Get your weak ass out of here crying, motherfucker. Fucker. Fuck you sitting up here crying for shit. You crying like a motherfucking, like my son shit. You know what I'm saying? My son, he 12 years old, shit, you know what I'm saying? If he's supposed to be crying, shit. You know what I'm saying? You motherfucking grown ass motherfucking man, shit. You sitting here crying, shit. Oh my, I'm sorry, I lost and shit. You cry like a little kid and shit. Get your soft ass out of here, man. Take your soft ass back to the motherfucking UK, motherfucker. That's what you need to do, man. Take your soft ass back to the motherfucking UK, where the fuck you came from, and don't bring your motherfucking ass out. Like, you need to take a whole fucking year off. Like, you need to take a whole year off, bro. Like, you shouldn't see AJ for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? You need to revamp every motherfucking thing. You only need one motherfucking trainer. Fuck, you got two goddamn trainers for shit, man. Like you Usyk or somebody. It'd be different if you was Usyk and you had the belts and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no motherfucking belts. The fuck you doing with two goddamn trainers? Like, if AJ don't find his dog, he gonna keep losing. He gonna keep losing. You gonna keep losing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep losing until you find that motherfucking dog in you, bro. If you don't find that dog, you can't beat none of these heavyweights. None of them. You were supposed to go out on your shield last night. You ain't want to do it. You ain't want to go out on your shield. You was scared. You was scared to go out on your shield last night, man. And like I said, you took two losses last night. Two L's. Just can't believe it, man. And then you gonna sit up here and cry in a press conference like, dude, you can put all this shit on yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? You and your trainers, you talking about, oh, we're gonna come in with a different game plan. Nah, y'all came in with the same motherfucking game plan. We're gonna try to outbox We're gonna try to outbox Usyk, but be more aggressive with it. That's all y'all did. Like That's all y'all did and shit. The game, the game plan when the game plan went on, motherfucker. We letting it all out in the first seven motherfucking rounds and live with the results and shit. No, that wasn't the game plan. The game plan was to box with Usyk for 12 rounds, but just be more aggressive and shit. And that's what he did. That's all he did and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was your game plan. Your game plan wasn't on the motherfucking, I'm here to motherfucking destroy some shit. I'm here to motherfucking inflict major motherfucking pain. I'm here to motherfucking be ultra motherfucking aggressive. Like, it wasn't none of that shit, man. Like I wish I had those attributes. I wish I was motherfucking 6'6", 245, boxing and shit. Like, man, I'd impose my will ASAP on motherfucking you shit. I'm talking about impose will. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd have had him broke down after about 3, 4 rounds. Man, I'm talking about ridiculous pressure. I'd have been all in his shit. Like, it wouldn't have been no space for him to box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't have been no space. I'd have been all in the pocket all night. That's why I said I'm letting it all out. Like, I'm letting it all go within the first 7 rounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't letting. I'm jumping on him immediately. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't gonna be no space between us for us to just sit there and box or to sit there and look at each other and shit. You know how many times I saw AJ sitting there looking at motherfucking Usyk in the middle of the ring. They at the center of the ring and shit. Usyk kept the fight in the middle of the motherfucking ring. That's when I knew AJ was gonna lose. Like, man, we saw this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't keeping the fight right here in the middle of the ring, center of the ring and shit. And Tyson Fury just talking shit. I seen a video of Tyson Fury saying that he'll step up to the plate and fight motherfucking that's what the fuck he wanna do. 1 minute he retired, next minute he gone. The next minute, oh I'm back. Next minute he retired and shit. Like, man, but make up your motherfucking mind, man. Like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like, you sitting there talking shit. Like, he got all the belts over here except for the WBC belt. What you gonna do, man? Is you gonna step up to the plate or you gonna motherfucking just sit up here and talk and shit? I think Tyson Fury just talking. He ain't coming out of retirement. Tyson Fury talking, bro. He ain't coming out. He ain't coming out. Tyson Fury, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that you gonna come out of retirement and shit. Let me know. Show me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe you, bro. I think you really is retired now. I don't think you gonna come out for that shit. You see, just gonna have to wait till you know what I'm saying. Whoever fight for that belt and fight for the winner. That's what you gonna do. Wait for the winner. He'll fight the winner and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Usyk about to, he gonna retire. I think once he get all the belts, he gonna retire on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Retire on y'all. You didn't wait. You know what I'm saying? He'd be undisputed at heavyweight. Damn, that'd be super beastie if he get that off, man. If you should get undisputed at heavyweight, that'd be man. That'd that'd be some history shit. I ain't never seen a motherfucker go cruiserweight, undisputed at cruiserweight, then go up to heavyweight, then go undisputed at heavyweight. Like, I ain't never seen that before. Never. So if he get that off, man, you might have to say, man, Deuce has got to be one of the greatest of all times. Like, man, I'm saying if he doing some shit that the Klitschko brothers ain't never do because the Klitschko brothers was the only ones back in the Ukraine that had work like that, that stayed on top of the boxing game for years. And Klitschko's had the boxing game on heavyweight on lock for about 10 motherfucking years. And they never went for undisputed because either the one brother had one of the belts and then the other brother had the rest of the motherfucking belts. The Klitschko brothers, man, beast modes. Right. They the only ones that I done seen do some shit like that. Like, man, be a heavyweight and reign heavyweight for like 10 years. And then they, like, man, when Klitschko's was there in heavyweight, man, couldn't nobody see the Klitschko's. Like, Klitschko's was the king of heavyweight for 10 years until Tyson Fury came on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Then the other Klitschko he retired. He went to emeritus status. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went into politics. So he couldn't box, but he was a beast. The Klitschko brothers was a beast. And then when he had Tyson Fury he took one of them down. He took the belts, and then AJ sent to Klitschko in retirement. Hey, when AJ got to Klitschko, he was at the end of his career and shit. You know, he already had reign for 10 years. I mean, 10 long years at heavyweight. He was knocking shit out for 10 years. Him and his brother. Him and his brother was knocking shit out for 10 motherfucking years. Could nobody see the Klitschko's. And that's what Usyk doing. Like, if Usyk get undisputed at heavyweight, you have to put him up there with the Klitschko's. I mean, you have to put him up there. You have to probably have to put him past the Klitschko's because the Klitschko's ain't never been undisputed at heavyweight. They'd have been belt holders. Like, they all had the belts, but undisputed, man, you gotta put Usyk past the Klitschko's if you get that off. Usyk is pound for pound number one over everything. You can't sit up here and tell me somebody in a smaller weight class better than Usyk. Ain't nobody better than the heavyweight champion of the world. Ain't nothing better than that in boxing. So he number one pound for pound. He stamped it last night. Stamped, signed, and proved that motherfucker last night. Pound for pound number one. Ain't nobody better than me. Made Tyson Fury going to retirement. I made him go and retire. He don't want that work, bro. He don't want that shit. I'll retire. Yeah, retire, motherfucker. He's gonna have somebody fight. So I'm gonna find somebody to fight for that WBC belt. And like I said, whoever get that belt gonna have to fight Usyk immediately. As soon as you get it, that's gonna be your next fight. You gotta fight Usyk next. But yeah, Usyk came through. AJ, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You ain't let it all on the line last night. You ain't put it all out there. You were supposed to get knocked out last night. Either you was gonna get knocked out or you was gonna knock out Usyk. But you didn't even you ain't put it out there, man. You ain't put it out there. You were supposed to go out like Wilder. You know, I got way more respect for Wilder outside the ring and inside the ring. How you gonna let somebody outside the ring make you go back to the ring and say that little dumbass shit you said and shit, man? Now you should slap yourself. Somebody just came up there to slap AJ, like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, slap this motherfucking ass and shit. Fuck up, motherfucker. Take your ass in the motherfucking back with this loss and shit. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had no business doing that shit. You supposed to take your loss like a man. Like, yeah, you lost, motherfucker. You lost by even going to the scorecards. Right there, you lost. Fuck. Terrible game plan. Oh, we gonna go 12 rounds. Like they kept asking him shit like, oh, what's your prediction? And he kept saying, oh, I don't like to give predictions, but I'm prepared to go 12 rounds. Nah, that's not the motherfucking answer you were supposed to say. You weren't supposed to say you prepared to go 12 rounds. Nah, you supposed to say, I'm prepared for this 7 round KO shit. Like, man, I'm putting this pressure on him. Either I'm gonna get knocked out in 6 or he gonna knock me out in 6. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you ain't do that shit. So get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You get no respect over here. No respect. You know what I'm saying? And no respect. Go back down there, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to respect your opponent in wins or in defeat and shit. And you ain't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't do that shit, bro. Like, you need to motherfucking, you should have motherfucking apologize to Usyk and shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You lose your belts, motherfucker. You ain't put it on the line, and then you want to get mad at somebody for saying some shit outside the ring. You ain't had that same motherfucking energy for Usyk. Yeah, you ain't had that same energy for Usyk. That same energy you had with the whoever said that shit to you outside the ring. It was that fight. Somebody should have said something to you before the fight, so that get you pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Too many goddamn yes mans in your goddamn corner and shit. There's too many yes mans in your corner. Too many. You need to get rid of fucking Robert Garcia, man. Get rid of him, man. You ain't gonna do nothing but keep taking losses and shit. You need to come over here to the States and go get you a motherfucking trainer that's gonna bring that killer about you and shit. For real, let me tell you who you really need. You need to go get Kenny Porter. That's who AJ need to go get for real. Like, if you gonna get a trainer, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker that's gonna bring that dog out you and shit, he need to go get motherfucking Kenny Porter and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's who he need to go get. If I was AJ, I'd get rid of motherfucker all that shit that's in my motherfucking stable. I get rid of all that shit and I go call up motherfucking Kenny Porter and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's who we need to go get. He need to go get him. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Porter gonna bring that motherfucking dog out you and shit. He gonna bring that beast. He gonna bring that beast mode out you and shit. And he gonna work you too, like, bro. He gonna put you to work. He gonna have you in tip top motherfucking shape. He gonna have you in tip top motherfucking shape, ready to go to war. Like, man, if you'd had Kenny Porter in your corner and shit, you'd have been in tip top shape. There ain't no fading away, like, bro. You would have never faded. You would have put Usyk the fuck away and shit. That's what we need to go get. AJ, you need to go call up Kenny Porter, man. Call up Kenny Porter. That's who should be your motherfucking lead trainer. Get that Mexican shit out your motherfucking corner, man. Get that shit out of there and put Kenny Porter in your motherfucking corner, man. He gonna push you to the limits that you need to be pushed to so you can perform how you supposed to perform and shit. But you need to take time off though. You need to link up with him now. And you need to take all you it gotta be like a full year. Like, bro, you gonna just need just a full year of motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like just work. Like, bro, that's all we doing. Like, we ain't thinking about no opponents, none of that shit. Just work. What you need to do, man. You call up Kenny Porter. Be like, look, I want to hire you, you know what I'm saying, as my trainer. And I want you to push me all the way to the limits. You know what I'm saying? I need to have my gas tank. I need unlimited gas tank. You know what I'm saying? And Kenny Porter get you the right type of workouts to where you won't run out of gas. But that's what we need to do, man. He need to call up Kenny Porter. He need to call up Kenny Porter, man. Call him up. You know what I'm saying? Call up Kenny Porter and make that happen, man. Kenny Porter will get you where you need to get, where you need to go. As far as bringing the dog out you and shit. Look at Sean Porter when he was fighting. He was a dog. Dog. But I know he ain't gonna do that shit. He ain't gonna call up Kenny Porter. He ain't gonna do it. But that's what we need to do, man. He need to call up Kenny Porter and let him be his trainer. And Kenny Porter bring that dog out you and shit. You know, he'll bring that dog out you. But it's over for AJ, man. Sorry to tell you, it's over. Right. Usyk, they hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, college football, Major League Baseball, NFL, college basketball. I got them locks on deck. Hit me up.